I would love to see it. I'd love to see an alternative reality where women were like, no, I don't date. I don't date waste men. I don't date, but no. You need to have a property. You need to have a uni degree in order to date me. So this Andrew Senior TV said more great contents is what we're expecting from you. Adolescents need leadership from you. Yeah, come on, man. It's sad. It's sad that they can't get it from their own dads. Now, why can't they get it from their own dads? It's the point I keep making. These women are picking the wrong men. It is solely down to them to pick the right men. I am a man that takes absolute accountability. There will be no video in the history of JY's TV where you will ever see, you will never see a video from me, Jay, making excuses. I don't make no excuses for nothing. What I'm saying is, women picking the wrong men and reproducing them, it's entirely their fault. A lot of the world's problems would be solved. This world would be a completely different place if women picked the right men and the right men only to reproduce with. I guarantee you, if women all said, if every woman on planet Earth said, you know what? The only men that are going to get some action in the bedroom is guys with jobs, yeah? Guys who are lawyers, tradesmen, yeah? Business owners, property owner, whatever. Those are the only guys that are going to get laid. Every other guy, if you're not that, if you're bunning weed, if you're in between jobs because you ain't got no proper career in that, you're not getting laid. If you're a crackhead, you're not getting laid. I guarantee you, there'll be a lot more doctors, there'll be a lot more tradesmen, there'll be a lot more business owners. But because the threshold on the bar is so low, everyone and anyone, you don't need to be anything to get women in that. So that's why these men are about. I would love to see it. I'd love to see an alternative reality where women were like, no, I don't date. I don't date waste men. I don't date, but no. You need to have a property. You need to have a uni degree in order to date me. You've been to prison? Oh, I won't date you. Obviously, then that would be excluded. But or like, let's say, oh, you've been to prison, but you need to turn your life around and that. Really, not just, oh, I've turned my life around. I came out of prison a month ago. No, you need to be. We need to see, progress over the last 5 years, and the world will be a different place. But if you know that you can be a drug dealer, if you know you can work a bullshit job and be a nobody and still get women, why the fuck are you going to make the effort to be someone? Doesn't make no sense. If you know that you don't need to go to college to do your AM2, you don't need to do your inspection and testing, you don't need to do any sort of apprenticeship or nothing like that, and you can still be an electrician, you just watch a couple YouTube videos and I'll give that a shot. You know what I mean? So I believe it's entirely women's fault, yeah, in terms of reproducing these waste men, because they're the ones that are the gatekeepers. Okay, they're the ones that say whether these guys or whoever's going to be reproducing in that. So it's completely their fault. Completely their fault. Because the problem is, and you know what pisses me off? So many chicks will say there's no good men out there, there's no good men. There fucking is, blood. You're just not looking. You're just not looking. You're just not looking. Or do you know what it is? They're not looking, they're overlooking. Yeah. This is the best example. My girl has a friend who went on a date with a doctor, yeah? Apparently this guy was like 6'6" or something like that. Now, in order for her to go on a date with this guy, he probably was a little bit above average looking. In my opinion, you only need to be at a bare minimum average looking. There on after, you got to be that guy, charisma, swag, whatever in it. He was 6'6", let's say as a bare minimum average looking, yeah. and he was a doctor. This girl, it never went anywhere. Instead of progressing with a doctor and hooking up with a doctor long term, do you know who she ended up dealing with? A delivery fucking driver. Some waste man that has nothing going for him. And then this will be the same girl will say there's no good men around. That it fucking is. You just turn them down. You just turn them down. This will be the, I'm telling you, this will be the same girl that will say there's no good men. What the fuck? What are you talking about, blood? What are you talking about?